Alright then. Hello YouTube, this is Polenicus, and I'm just here for a bit of a show right now. As you can see, I've got the Ena's battle section here. I got two of them here, and it looks like a fairly tense standoff. And I'm just going to do something here really quick. Sure all those welders are on. Yes, they are. Good. Okay, and what we're going to do here is we're going to test something. Now, these two ships are practically identical. There's some minor differences between this one and this one, and I'm going to pit them against each other, and I'm going to see how much those differences make a difference. And you can see I'm in DX11 right now, because, oddly enough, I get a better frame rate on these two ships than I do in DX9. This seems to actually hit me less. I'm not complaining. You can see, unfortunately, some of my mods have not made the jump over yet. Unfortunately, I hear Uncle Steve is having some medical issues, so it might be a while before those get updated. Hopefully he'll be doing okay, and they'll be updated soon. But otherwise, you know, it's pretty good. I don't know why these are vanilla blocks. I don't know why these are all like that. I guess it's a mod that's interfering with them. But anyway, so I got these two ships facing off against each other and basically in classic broadside position, suicidally close to each other, but yeah, whatever. And so what's going to happen here if I go to, say, this one here, and I select it, all the stuff on it, and create an NPC identity, and I do that. Oh, my frame rate's going to go to crap. Actually, no, not as bad as I thought. My sim speed's going to go to crap, though. DX11 seems to handle this stuff a lot better. Okay, so what am I hoping to accomplish with this? Well, what I'm doing here is this ship here is equipped with Autorepair, meaning there are welders that are strategically placed to repair and maintain the weapon systems and critical systems of the ship. So, get into a fight, you turn it on, it repairs the ship. Now, you could also augment this by having a projection running at the same time, so you could actually have it rebuild stuff. This ship doesn't have that. And so I'm basically just going to, having some fun, seeing what the difference is. Now, I did test this once before, so I have a pretty good idea how this is going to turn out. As you can see, these ships can dish it out as well as take it. I've always been proud of these ships. And for some reason, the pre-refit unit does not like that docking thing on the side there. Just unloading on it. But you can already see the difference here is that the refit ENA has more of its large ships, even though that one missile turret keeps on tagging that Minotaur turret. It's still there, whereas the other ship only has one left. It's already lost its big gun, but Ina is still got her big gun, and well, the post refit Ina, and is still able to unload. And I'll probably not so much cut this as I'll speed it up. Actually, I think I'm going to go into spectator mode here. So I don't get in the middle of this. Oof. That is making a mess. You see, the funny thing is that turret keeps on Every once so often it tags that Minotaur turret, takes it out, and then it just rebuilds itself. And see, that's a huge difference, because those Mexplex turrets are nasty. Though the Gatling guns are doing a pretty good job of intercepting. As you can see, reactors has already failed. Engineering section. Oh yeah. Taking some big hits there. Well, that's interesting. That's a new damage effect. Okay, so that's apparently the damage effect that you get on gyros. Now, I apologize for the black gyros. It's because I got the gyro booster installed, which unfortunately has not been updated yet for DX11. But the interesting thing is that this Ina's engineering section is far more intact, even though it's taking some big hits. Now, you know, there hasn't been any damage at all. Ooh, boy. That's what's left of it. This ship was loaded, so it had its, there was a grinder in there, I believe. But the ship wouldn't be pressurized, of course, but... And we lost one of the reactors. The ship has reactors to spare, though. We go back to engineering, though. See, these reactors are still functional, because they've got auto repair going, so this one has probably been knocked out and started working again. I apologize, it's kind of hard to actually see there. Yep. And those immortal Minotaur turrets getting shot by my own missile launcher. It's not smart enough to not do that. And of course, these ones don't have a clear shot. Because the angle of the ship, you can't shoot without clipping through anything. Which is fine, because it's the same on this side here. You can see it's definitely not going in this ship's favor here. It's starting to take more and more and more damage. Already lost all of its big dorsal guns. Starboard weaponry is all gone. Get that one poor Gatling gun that's futilely trying to shoot down the missiles. And that's the difference there, is that this this design change, the ship still takes damage, but it can keep fighting. And see that smoke stuff, that's a damage effect. Indicates it's damaged. And then it goes away because you know what, missile turret? You are annoying me. That might be worthy of a design change there, is... I don't know what I would do with that. Keep it from clipping those guns. Well, it hasn't successfully killed them yet. Gatling gun's having a bit of a freak out. Oh, holy cow. Stop murdering in the turret. Now, I don't actually have a projection running here, so that missile launcher is not actually managing to successfully destroy the turret. It's damaging it, but it's not managing to destroy it. This looks so much better in DX11. Look at that. And not much fight left in her, though. My roommate actually, Leeth, actually commented that she didn't like seeing the Ina like this. I was going to mothball the Ina. I can't. I can't. I've already decided that when planets come out, she's going to be my ship. Even though I had another ship that I was working on, I've got too much affection for this ship. And so I spent a whole ridiculous amount of time upgrading her. And I will post those upgrades to Steam, of course, for any of those of you who do like the ship and her capabilities. She is the most capable ship that I had. Maybe not most firepower, but most combat capable, but she, as far as broad spectrum capabilities, I've not built anything that compares to her, so. That one, a couple of just pecking away at heavy armor there. Not going to do much to that, guys. Eventually they'll get through it. But yeah, that's kind of useless. That one Gatling gun. I'd probably run out of ammo before I got to this point in a real fight. This is the kind of difference that a small design change can make. I'm just going to keep this up until either all the guns are gone or power is lost. Just cutting away the gyros in the bow there. Now, normally in a fight, you wouldn't just sit there and exchange broadsides like this. That would be dumb. You'd be maneuvering around because the ship has all those thrusters. You're going to be using it. Even a big battle wagon. Well, this isn't really a big battle wagon. Ina is pocket battleship at best. I don't know how you would normally classify her. Tough. Still taking all this punishment. Can't really fight back. Still has power. I know, is the bridge still intact? Probably not. I expect this is probably cut through and obliterated. Yeah, there's nothing resembling control center in this thing anymore. Oof. Oh, still has power. There's still a reactor alive in there. That reactor's still alive. And that reactor's still alive. Still has power. Friggin' on fire. That's cool. That's wreckage. All those gyros are just all messed up. Still fighting now. This thing would still not be safe to approach. Well, I guess you could... I don't know. What's on the other side there? Okay, so those Minotaurs are out. Yeah, there's still enough coverage that she would not be safe to approach. You see, that's the difference. Those Minotaurs are still there. If there's a repair system, they could be brought back online. Now, the problem with the repair system is there's a good chance that if your crew wasn't... Most of this damage here has been caused by that stupid turret in the back shooting the... shooting the Minotaurs. Chances are, though, if... oh, is she down? She's down. Okay, let's stop. Weapons down. Oh, no, wait, no. She's not down yet. Oh, no, you still got power. Okay. Cheater. Thought you were out of power. Fine. Battle continues until you got nothing left. Oh, it's that this cell section's been severed. Holy cow, it actually cut her in half. Now it has no power. So let's compare the difference, shall we? With repair system, see, it did take quite a bit of damage. Bridge was not compromised, however. So bridge was intact. She did lose port reactor. Have quite a bit of cleanup to do. Lost the grinder. Lots of damage there. And what's left of the grinder. Go over here. I can see taking a lot of damage in the bow there. Would have some serious repairs to do here. Forward weapons are still online, but I don't think they were a major target. Yeah, it would lose some maneuverability there. Okay, main engines appear to be okay. Looks like there was some damage in engineering. However, all reactors appear to be online. So didn't manage to successfully take them out. Did manage to successfully penetrate the side of the ship. Well, there's some damage back here. We have an engine that's out. There's only one engine, though. As far as weapon systems go, lost basically everything on this side. But dorsal weapons, online and functional. Ventral weapons, pretty much online and functional. That one's gone. If we had projection running, that would have self-repaired itself. Ironically enough, the mole seems to have survived unscathed. So hey, we can get materials to repair the damage. And I do believe the... Yep, welder bee is intact. Completely intact, not even touched. So, you know, can quite easily have a ship to do the repairs with. Otherwise, exact same weapon systems, same armor, same configuration, That's really the only difference. Actually, that ship had small ships attached to it. Speaking of which, I don't think anything got into the Star Fury's little container there. Nope, Star Fury is untouched. Oh, that looks a little bit demonic. That's sort of the point, though. So yeah, and that's not like general auto repair. That's just auto repair on the weapons. And that's just when you got a fight like this where it's basically attrition where they're both blowing away at each other. As the weapons, get cut down. Now, I've done this a couple times. The result is the same each time. Is the ship without auto repair gets gutted, and the ship remains more or less in functional, salvageable state. I mean, it's damaged, but this is wholly salvageable. This is, this is a night's work to fix. Just get a projection going, clean up the damage, weld it all back up. You're good to go. Whereas this is completely unrecoverable. This is just done. And that's just auto-repairing the weapons. I think that's really cool. But, I mean, it makes sense. It's just... This thing, just as the fight goes on, this one has more and more of advantage of guns, and more of the big guns, which are obviously a target, are still functional and still firing. And it would be even more so if we had a projection running, because a lot of the stuff on the front would be able to rebuild itself even after it gets completely obliterated. And, yeah, I just thought that was interesting. And it also gives me an excuse to, do this in DX11. And, my frame rate was actually pretty good for all things considered. Let's take a look at this. This is sort of interesting, the effect that they have here on damage stuff for the damage effects. That's cool. And I see Darth Biomech actually duplicated the damage effect for his turrets. That's awesome. I love this. I love space battles. I love just having these, destroyed hulks. What is spewing out all that gas? Where's all that gas coming from? Oh! I know, there was something about about those blocks having damage effects. I'm guessing that's it? That's the smoke? That's kind of cool. So the Hammerman blocks have damage effects too, which is apparently unique. Of smoke just gushing off of them. Just look at this mess. Who's gonna clean this up? Well, thank you very much for indulging me, guys. And I'll show off the rest of this stuff later here. I love DX11. And so I will talk to you all later. See ya!